Sponsoring the University NP Basketball Giveaway Game, children ages 14 and under will receive their very own NET Basketball. Fans, don't miss out on future Bulls home games. We still have tickets available. To learn more, head to our website or visit our ticket booth.
Just a reminder, folks, we're excited to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, any of the Bulls.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "Bull" along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond and address your concerns immediately. Be at the next meeting, Bulls fan, because we'll be giving away a deck of lovable trading cards to every fan in attendance. The National Basketball Association. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 14, Matas Buzelis. A 6'1" guard, number 30, Trey Jones. A 6'10" center, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. At guard, 6'5", number 0, Kobe White. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 8, Embiid. The head coach of your Chicago Bulls is Billy Donovan. Another round of applause for your Chicago Bulls.
So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's Moody in at the small forward. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. MP passes to Vucevic. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Well, it's smart that MP didn't settle for a layup. This young man hammered it down with confidence.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Here's Moody. From outside, off the mark. At the elbow, Buzelis. Butler with the steal. In the corner, Moody with it. Off target with his 3. We play just over a minute here in the first. MP passes to Vucevic. From the baseline. MP, no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Three-pointer, Hield. Chicago grabs the miss. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 22 wins in a row. It's just remarkable.
Few teams in the history of this league have ever put together a streak like this. And you know what I think? It's going to continue beyond tonight.
Curry's shot is off.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
We'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. You're offbeat. Let's see those dance moves.
We have a month of NBA action in the books. Let's now take a moment to look at the Rookie of the Year list. Always exciting to see the new blood making their presence felt. You look at MP, what a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Oh, he has taken the league by storm, exceeding many people's expectations. This award is his to lose.
Here's Curry, following the basket by MP. Inside, a nice shot by Moody.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now, here's MP. We saw him with 29 points last game. Jones, and Moody pulls it down.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Okay, Draymond showing you he can still get up. Do not sleep on Draymond's hops.
Here's MP. Vucevic trying to get open. MP's shot is good. MP's got 6.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying, "It means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey." Kevin?
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you could talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Start moving with your mascot. Let's dance.
So for the Bulls, checked in for Buzelis, and it's Dosunmu in for Trey Jones. And some changes here for the Warriors. Pass to Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. Here's Podziemski. Light covering. Now Podziemski. No good on the three. MP outside. Dosunmu, the pass to MP. And here's White. Smith right side. 5 to shoot. Back to MP. Good on the triple. MP's got 11 points.
Yeah, that's a key three for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
Pass to post. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Payton. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And their post play.
MP against Payton. It's taken away by Payton. Buzelis out there with MP. Then it's Jones. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Dosunmu in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. MP outside. With the easy bucket inside.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-star.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And there's Jimmy Butler later on in his career, but still showing you the athleticism.
Pass to MP. Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now Butler, covered by Smith. Smith against Butler, and the shot goes down.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
MP outside. Book it! MP with a tough shot.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Butler on the way. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It doesn't go for him.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
It's stolen by Kuminga. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Payton passes to Butler. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. 1:52 left in the first half. The turnaround Jay scored the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Vucevic comes in for Smith, and it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here is MP after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Pass to Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors trail by 5. Hield the pass to Curry. Here's Kuminga. No good that time. Great D that time for Vucevic.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Lets it go from 14. Basket good. Curry's got 8 points.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 7. And we'll be back with you right after this.
The Warriors, 31. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. Give it up for the participants.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
Of course MP's in the running. He hasn't looked like a rookie, and he hasn't acted like one.
Yeah, he seems to gain confidence with every outing, and clearly the coaches trust him. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Warriors.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, he is playing to his strengths right now, just spreading the basketball around to his teammates and making everybody better.
Here's Jones. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Up. Pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot. Here's Buzelis. The Warriors pull it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
Warriors trail by 7. Butler gets a step, and he makes good on the layup. Butler's got the first points of the second half here for the Warriors.
That's where Jimmy is at his best, attacking the rim.
MP kicks to Jones. Pass to White. Takes it off the glass. White's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Hield. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hield's got his first bucket in this one.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Here's MP. Driving in. Chalk up 2 there. MP's got 26.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Curry passes to Green. There's the triple. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Stephen Curry.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Nails the triple.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. He's just left the defender.
Man, that is nasty. What a move.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Put your hands together and make some noise, fans. Incredible.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Buddy Hield. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 7-point differential. Back to Butler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And there is so much that Butler brings to this offense. He can be their primary scorer or a facilitator. He has a very high basketball IQ.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. The guy is all about winning.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Here's Curry. They kick out to Hield. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Leading by 5. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Here's MP. Another one falls for Chicago.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Hield outside. Some nice passing by Golden State. And it's Butler missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
MP dishes to Vucevic. Back to MP. Drills it from outside. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, shots like this are big for MP's development. I love seeing him capitalize off the catch.
A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got 6.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here's him. What a jam!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Curry. Tough finish, Curry.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
The Bulls leading by 8. MP up top, defended by Moody. Vucevic to the pass to MP. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. Shoots over Vucevic. And there's Green on the assist by Curry.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Over in the corner, White. Back to MP. Down low. Kicks it out to Jones. Buries it from three-point range. Jones has got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. A nice shot by Moody. 8 points for Moses Moody.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Kicks it out to Jones. Back to MP. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. MP's got 43 points. Curry from deep three-point land. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 12. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Kevin Huerter is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Smith. Then it's MP. And it's Williams at the 4 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Richard, he's defended by Huerter. There's Kuminga. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Payton with it. Now defended by MP. Butler. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Huerter passes to MP. Baseline J on the way. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He knows every possession is critical now.
On your feet, fans, it's time for your Chicago Bulls.
Checked in for Williams. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in for Gary Payton. To the paint. Here's Richard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
MP dishes to Vucevic. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And Butler launches from deep. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going. And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Pass to Butler. Now here's Curry. Sinks the three-pointer.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
MP outside. Puts up the three. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So for the Bulls, Bruce Ellis is checked in for Smith. White comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Jones subbed in for Dosunmu. And the Warriors making a change here. Hield the pass to Moody. Hield outside. It's Curry outside. It's all in by the Bulls. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fourth quarter of play and over. Oh, man!
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
And the foul called on MP.
Personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Hield outside. Back to Butler. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shot clock at 6. Curry wide open. Misses the three.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Hield the pass to Green. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. But if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And that one, good.
Jimmy Butler.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. MP, that's for two. Warriors with the rebound. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Earlier today, your coach said that champions play like champions before becoming champions. No rings for tonight's win, obviously, but was your effort tonight, particularly on the glass, inspired by his words?
I was inspired by what we needed to do to win, Dominic Hamill. Coach is great at keeping the big picture in view, but sometimes you got to go out there, stop thinking, and let that beast out. Tonight, that meant double-digit rebounds, but what's important is I played by instinct, letting the animal out, though.
Certainly did, MP. Good game.